Hey guys, you're watching BTech. I'm Basil. This is a Huawei Mate 10 Pro. This is an LG V30. How do these two stack up? That's what this video is all about. Before I jump into the phones, if you're not already subscribed to BTech, subscribe. It's how you stay on top of everything that we do here. Right, let's get to it. These two phones, both 6-inch screen, 18:9 devices. Nice and big, but very, very small bezels. You can see, talking you around the fronts of the phones, Huawei insignia below. You've got a camera, 8-megapixel camera atop the Huawei Mate 10 Pro, and that's versus a 5-megapixel camera on the LG V30. What's cool about the Mate 10 Pro also is the fact it has stereo speakers supported. You've got a bottom-firing speaker and a front-firing speaker where your in-call speaker is. That's versus a single bottom-firing speaker on the LG V30. Buttons are on opposite sides. You've got volume rocker on the left-hand side of the V30 versus power button and volume rocker on the right-hand side. Around the back is where you've got the power button of the LG V30 versus just a fingerprint scanner on the Mate 10. Dual cameras across both. The Mate 10 Pro has 112, 120 megapixel camera, both with f1.6 lenses. What's cool is the fact that the f1.6 lenses should gather low light, and you still have optical image stabilization on that primary sensor, not on the monochrome sensor. They both have the same focal length. There's also 4-type autofocus. It's got phase detection. It's got cross-type autofocus. It's also got depth perception. It's really, really smart. And that's by contrast to the 120-degree wide field of view camera on the LG V30 and the regular camera, which has f1.6 glass lens and image stabilization as well. Both of these phones should be camera beasts, but let's see how they fare in the real world. Now, if we talk around the UIs, you've got Emotion UI versus LG's user interface. Both kill the application tray by default. Both have some flourishes. Pull down and you can see, jumping into the settings, LG gives you a fair bit of screen control and stuff like that. But Huawei with Emotion UI 8, the new interface on top of Android 8, has given you a few options as well. You can kill the navigations tray and you can have a floating dock that allows you to gesture on the floating dock to activate your back, home and multitasking buttons. If we take a look at the actual camera UIs, you can see that both support a good amount of manual control. If I swipe down or change that around, we can flip out of monochrome and take a regular field of view. They have a similar field of view with the main cameras right there. Of course, LG's can go super wide as well. Both will record up to 4K video. There'll be more of a focus on video probably on the LG V30. If we take a look at actually shooting a quick picture, shaky hand and all, so this is absolutely not gospel, and we can double tap in to see the clarity across both. Both have quite different treatments of the images. Huawei claims that because of the smart AI engine, they're able to figure out the kind of scene that you're shooting. So if I jump out of the picture, rather than just standard scene recognition, it'll see you've got flowers or greenery there, and then if you point it at something that's a little bit more colorful, it'll pull the flower logo in there, and then as soon as I point it at a hand, that will go. The reason Huawei claims this is more intelligent is because they've monitored thousands and thousands of pictures in order to fine-tune this. Again, real world is where we'll have to test, but specifically this is going to come in handy in situations with lots of greenery so you don't get any magenta accents or haloing or anything like that. Power under the hood is different too. You've got a Snapdragon 835 processor versus a Kirin 970, 4 gigabytes of RAM across both. Different capacity batteries, 3,300 milliamps versus 4,000 milliamps inside the Huawei Mate 10 Pro. Both support fast charging. You've got supercharge versus quick charge. Both have 64 gigs or 128 gigs. Huawei Mate 10 Pro is not expandable by microSD card, unlike the LG V30. If you want an expandable Mate 10, you will have to opt for the regular one. Any questions about either of these devices, fire them in the comments section below. Like this video, click that thumbs up button, like the channel, subscribe. That's how you stay on top of everything that we do. Thanks for watching BTech.